This might be a hot take, but I believe that My Hero Academia Season 7 is without a doubt the best season of all of My Hero Academia. It had the best writing, the best animation, and some of those new OST scores were absolutely phenomenal. But of course, that could all change with the final season. Who knows what will happen in the final season with those final confrontations and wrapping up this really action-packed series. My ranking could change in the future, so let's just see what happens. But for now, Season 7 is the best. But while we wait for the fall of 2025 to finally get the final season of My Hero Academia, we fans don't have to wait too long for more My Hero Academia content, as a couple of weeks ago it was announced that the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga series will be turned into an anime adaptation. We got a very short teaser PV of the anime and I thought it looked pretty good, but now Studio Bones have finally dropped a full official trailer for the My Hero Academia Vigilantes anime. And OMG BBG, I was blown away by this trailer. I do love the comic book style art style that this anime has. I do feel like they are truly adapting the manga to a T. Looking at some of the manga panels, it does look like this anime adaptation is truly faithfully adapting the manga, which you love to see, and mate, I love the style. The bold outlines, the slight rim lighting over the characters. Mate, seeing Eraserhead in this new art style, what? He looks phenomenal in this style. But not just the outlines and the rim lighting, but the way they use the colors, mate. Damn, it just looks gorgeous, dude. But as I'm seeing these beautiful scenes, I have no idea who any of these characters are, except for Eraserhead and All Might. So what is this show all about? Well, according to the Crunchyroll synopsis, Kyoichi Haimawawi couldn't make the cut to become an official hero, so he uses his modest quirk to do good deeds in his spare time. Then one fateful encounter with some local thugs leads him to team up with two other unlikely heroes. None of them really know what they are doing, but they have got the courage or foolishness to try, but they soon discover fighting evil takes more than just being brave. The way they describe this main character awfully reminds me a lot of Gentle Criminal, how he tried to apply to be a pro hero but he kept failing the exams. I have not read the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga, so I have no idea what's going to happen, but I do kind of get the vibe of what if Gentle Criminal didn't accidentally hurt that pro hero, resulting in everyone hating him and him going down a dark path into villainy. What if he continued to help people and used his quirks to help everyone out and essentially fight villains, essentially being a vigilante? Dude, I'm just so hyped for this. I can't wait to see more My Hero Academia content, and it's nice taking a break from Deku and the gang, seeing what some other people are doing while Deku is being a pro hero. I'm getting Spider-Man vibes from this, a young teenage boy using his powers to fight off street thugs while not being an official hero, a bit like Spider-Man. It does kind of remind me of the Dark Deku arc, when Deku left the UA and started to fight all those villains who escaped Tartarus prison. That was one of my favorite parts of the My Hero Academia anime, and it does look like this Vigilante series will be entirely about that. We're not going to be in the school, we're not going to be fighting the League of Villains, we're just small-time thugs. I like these small intimate stories as it allows room to develop these characters, like what HBO did with the Penguin series. They were able to bring a villain who was like number 2 after the Joker, who's number 1 of Batman's main villains, and were able to write a really small, isolated yet compelling series. I well and truly do get the vibe from the Vigilante series that it's going to be a small, contained yet really well written show, and I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people also do seem to be really hyped for this series, and I suppose another great thing about this series is that I don't know the ending, so I have no idea how it will all wrap up. Unlike the main storyline, I'm going to end up being surprised with the outcome. But while this is all great, and I am personally hyped up, could the fact that this series even existing in the first place affect the final season in any way? We all know that Studio Bones is animating this series, and in the past, whenever Studio Bones releases a My Hero Academia movie around the same time as their upcoming season, there always tends to be some sort of dip in quality when it comes to the art and animation. That was very apparent for season 5 and a bit of season 6. So I know some people may be thinking and worrying about that. And with the final season of My Hero Academia marking the end of the My Hero Academia anime, you would indeed want Studio Bones to go all out with their art and animation as a way to wrap up the series. But after doing some research, I don't think we have anything to worry about, as this anime is animated by Studio Bones Film. Now, while Bones Film is under the Bones umbrella, umbrella, it does seem to be a different department from the main studio that does My Hero Academia. When you go on the main Wikipedia page, there is a section that titles Studio, and apart from season 1, every single season of My Hero Academia was animated by Studio Bones C, while Vigilantes is animated by Studio Bones Film, and season 1 of My Hero Academia is animated by Studio Bones A. In case you were curious, the first 2 My Hero Academia movies were animated by Studio Bones C, while the 4th film was done by Studio Bones A. That would probably explain why there was a dip in quality with season 4, 5 and 6, as the same team of animators worked on the movies and the TV show simultaneously. But with this new Vigilantes movie and the 4th My Hero Academia film, they do seem to be animated by a separate team at Studio Bones, so we don't all have to worry about it at all, which is good. The final season only has roughly about 30-ish chapters to adapt, and usually My Hero Academia adapts about 3 chapters per episode, so that means this final season will be quite short, possibly being only 12 episodes long. I think having this anime is a way to fill up the time of the My Hero Academia slot, having 12 episodes of Vigilantes and another 12 for the final season, as every single year of having the My Hero Academia anime gets released, excluding the first season, it's always been about 20 to 24 episodes, and I suppose that they wanted to do this Vigilantes manga adaptation when the final season came out as a way to fill up time, as the manga actually ended on May 28th, 2022, almost 3 years ago, dude. Regardless, I'm still hyped and excited for this. We also got a new key visual of the main character. I don't quite know who the other 2 characters are. Are they enemies or are they foe? The main voice actors for this series were actually characters in Dr. Stone and Bocchi the Rock, so if you are fans of those anime and like those characters, then that's going to be kind of exciting hearing those voices in this series. I do wonder, apart from Eraserhead and All Might, if there's going to be any other cameos from the UA students. I'm not too sure what the timeline for this is, but Eraserhead doesn't look that much older than he does in the main series, and All Might is still in his prime, so this might be set a couple of months before Deku gets All Might's powers. Is Eraserhead going to play a major part in this series? If this is indeed a prequel to the My Hero Academia Season 1 storyline, then maybe this explains why Eraserhead was quite fond of Deku back then, as maybe the main character of the Vigilante series possibly reminds Eraserhead of the young shonen boy named Izuku Midoriya. It'd be cool to get another All Might fight scene, if he's going to be involved in this series in whatever way. As an anime only, we gotta have one more action sequence with All Might before the anime comes to an end. That would be fire. But cannot wait to finally watch this series on April 7th of 2025. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of all this? Did you like the trailer, the key visual? What do you think about this? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more My Hero Academia videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, breakdowns, comparisons, rankings and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.